sure. Baby. Brought to you by Crossroads Community Services Board. Crossroads is having their Children's Mental Health Awareness Day, Saturday, May the 3rd, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Tom Scott Park in Amelia, Virginia. That's 16441 Five Forks Road, Amelia, Virginia, 23002. This will be a day filled with free family fun, bouncy houses, face painting, popcorn, and games, plus resources for parents and much, much more. Food vendors will also be available, and the first 150 guests will receive a free meal. So make sure you come out and support the Children's Mental Health Awareness Day from Crossroads Community Services Board. Crossroads Community Services Board is one of 39 Virginia Community Services Boards. Crossroads offers community resources for mental health, developmental disability services, substance use disorder counseling, drug prevention programs, family therapists, and much more. Crossroads services the counties of Amelia, Buckingham, Charlotte, Cumberland, Lunenburg, Nottoway, and Prince Edward counties in Virginia. If you would like to reach out to the administrative services, you can reach them by mail at 60 Bush River Drive, Farmville, Virginia, 23901, or by phone at 434-392-3187. They're open Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Also, their national line is 866-307-0370. Any emergency services 24/7 is 800-548-1688. And if you need to reach out to the National Suicide Crisis Line, just dial pound 988. Legacy Financial Wellness with Rita Stewart. Let Rita help you safeguard your family's future while you focus on living your best life. Discover the peace of mind that comes with having the right financial plan in place. Rita Stewart is a dedicated and experienced financial professional ready to guide you on your financial journey. Her expertise lies in helping clients create a robust and enduring financial foundation to build on into the future. So you can reach out to Rita Stewart by phone at 804-677-7555, on Instagram at Money Matters NT, on the World Wide Web at LegacyFinancialWellness.com, on Facebook at Legacy Financial Wellness, or at her personal email at rita.stewart@5ringsfinancial.com. Legendary Culture Films, one of the hottest and upcoming movie production companies, would like to let you know about a couple movies that they have out currently, and one of them on the way. First, the movie Black Sheep, currently airing on Tubi, is about a young hustler trying to make the transition from the streets, becomes an outcast and the target, and it turns into war in the city. It is a great movie. If you want to catch it, it's on Tubi right now. Another great movie that's coming to Tubi soon, Legend Has It. It's about a young warlock seeking revenge on his mother's killers, an action packed thriller that will have you out of your seats. Legend has it it's coming soon from Legendary Culture Films. And a new movie in development, Boys in the Woods. That should be a very interesting one coming from Legendary Culture Films. Bernard's Towing. If you find yourself in a jam and need help getting your vehicle out of a tough situation, Bernard's Towing is there to help you get your car where you need it to be. Remember, call us once and be hooked. You can contact Bernard's Towing at 804 380 2774 or at 804 495 5111. Dream Clean LLC with De'Ara Jones. They do commercial, residential, move in slash move out, post construction, and organizational services. You can reach us at 804 933 5314. And remember, you can get a Dream Clean with the Dream Team. Dream Clean LLC. Big Jack's Cooking with Orlon Big Jack Jackson. They specialize in Southern comfort food. Orlon told us one time in a broadcast, if it's comfortable, they'll cook it. So if you're looking for amazing Southern comfort food, reach out to Big Jack's Cooking at 8830 Otterburn Road, Amelia, Virginia 23002, or by phone at 804-405-0330. You can also email Big Jack at bigjackscooking@gmail.com. Last but not least, Quality Exterior Services, LLC. Our services: lawn maintenance, gutter cleaning, pressure washing, flower bed maintenance, yard cleanup, and much more. We are licensed and insured commercially and residential. About us, services also include basic gardening tasks such as planting perennials, annuals, shrubs, and trees, lawn and garden maintenance services such as mowing, trimming, and pruning. We service the areas of Amelia, Blackstone, Chesterfield, Farmville, and all of the surrounding counties. So you can reach us at 804 591 6027. And remember, at Quality Exterior Services, LLC, your yard is our priority. And while you're surfing the web, why don't you head on over to the Legacy Makers Sports Network's social media pages and website. You can reach our website at www.legacymakersports.com. You can reach us on our Facebook page at Legacy Makers Sports Network, on Twitter at Legacy Maker SPN. We also know that is X. And on Instagram at Legacy Makers Sports, YouTube at Legacy Makers Sports, LinkedIn at Legacy Maker Sports Network, and on TikTok at Legacy Maker Sports. So go out there, give us a like and a subscribe, and follow us on our social media pages. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are here at the Henrico Sports and Events Center for another one. We're day 2 of the Atlantic 10 Women's Tournament, the 2025 edition. I'm your man, Darrell Owens, alongside Russ, Taliaferro. We're here to bring you the action for the first 2 games. Our first matchup, we see the 8 seed Fordham Rams take on the 9 seed Duquesne Dukes. Should be a fun and interesting matchup. Why? Because both of these teams have faced off twice so far this year. And in the 2 games, we're talking about down-to-the-minute battles. Russ, what are you excited to see today?
3-point losses for Duquesne combined against Fordham already this year. We spoke with Coach Burt before the game, a little pre-game conversation. Said he acknowledged they were shooting the threes a little bit too much and got lured into that fantasy of shooting the threes from downtown. Admitted that probably should have went inside a little bit more, but he acknowledged how tough the Fordham is, and it's no joke to it for them.
Well, they shoot threes for a reason. They're one of the top three-point shooting teams in the conference and one of the best teams in the nation. We have a really good one coming up for you today. I hope you all enjoy the audio broadcast. This is game 1 of 4 here on day 2. I'm Darrell Owens, Russ Taliaferro, and now we begin the audio broadcast. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are here, audio broadcast underway, and now the starting lineups are being announced as we speak. And the starting lineups should be a fun one here in this one. Duquesne, Megan McConnell, one of the best in the country, just a super, super player. She's done so much great for this Duquesne basketball team. And she has some records that, done something that nobody else in the country has done. 500-plus points, 200-plus rebounds, 100-plus assists, and 100-plus steals this season. She is currently the only player in women's basketball that has done that.
Yeah, she's an all-around threat. She's also top 5 in the nation in steals. Actually, she leads the nation in steals per game, too, as well. So as much of an offensive threat that McConnell is, she's just as vicious and demanding on defense, too, as well, to lead this Duquesne team.
And so that'll be the fun part today, to kind of see how this plays out. Now, on the other side, they got Miss Taylor Donaldson, one of the best scorers in the A-10. She can put points up on the board. She's very dangerous. She was a transfer from New Mexico State last season. She made a big impact last season. She's making a big impact this season.
Yeah, sure. Second year for Coach Wilson in the system there at Fordham. And she brings her own knowledge from Duke as well as a player and a former conference championship there. But what can you say about Davidson? Of course, we talked about McConnell, the leading scorer in the A-10. Davidson's number 4, averaging 16 points herself a game. So it's going to be a heck of a matchup. But I do think we cannot go into this without stating how efficient Duquesne's bench is, too, as well. Their bench is scoring over 20 points per game, too.
And that's not something to shy away from. Now, Coach did tell us a little bit about how they kind of, do things and how they kind of work people. We're going to see a lot of movement here in the beginning for Duquesne.
Yeah, for sure. He told us he previewed his offense a little bit because it's the first year he's running it. His 12th season overall as a coach, I think 18th as part of the staff overall. So he knows Duquesne culture, and he's trying to change it up a little bit. And he's running a very rare offense, an all-go-for-show kind of offense where they're sprinting up and down the court. And he said only Tennessee is the only other NCAA offense, and the only other NCAA team that runs an offense like that.
And that's that alone just lets you know, Coach has been here 12 years, a lot of great things, multiple 20-win seasons. He's 2 wins away from getting another 20-win season. This Duquesne team knows how to play, and they have been really good in this conference for a long time. And he has been a big part of the culture at Duquesne. So Coach Burt and his Dukes are ready for action today. This is going to be a good one. I'd be very surprised if we don't get a nail-biter in this one. We got a nail-biter last night with LaSalle and VCU, and now I got a feeling we have another nail-biter to start today.
If I had to give an edge, and I'm not even trying to play favorites, if I had to give an edge, I probably would give it to Duquesne. Not just because we coach Coach Burt, and he's one of my favorite coaches I've ever seen and met in my life. It's just their edge in three-point shooting. If they can continue the same way that they do, because they are third nationally in three-pointers per game made. If they can get on that same kind of pace, it could be trouble for Fordham.
And that's where we'll see how things kind of play out. I'm very intrigued because, yes, Fordham has snuck 2 tough victories, so they know how to beat them. But we know it's tough to beat a team 3 times.
That's exactly what Coach Bird said. It was 3 points. They lost the first game by 2. They lost the second game by 1. 3 points overall. That is their bread and butter at Duquesne is shooting threes. So if they can make up those 3 points in both those games today, I definitely think it's a possibility they can give Fordham some trouble.
Well, it'll be a great one we got coming ahead. So here come the starters from Duquesne. Number 0, Gabby Hutcherson. Hutcherson, the grad student, 6'2", coming from Westerville, Ohio. She has been really good for this team this year. Keandra Brown, the senior forward from Montreal, Quebec. She also will be on the floor doing some good stuff. Then you got to watch out for number 1, Journey Kiaku. Kiaku last year was just a terror on the floor for Duquesne during this tournament. And then, of course, you cannot forget one of the greatest players in Duquesne history and in college basketball, for women's college basketball, Megan McConnell out of Pittsburgh. And she looks like she's got a little sister on this team as well.
It's her cousin.
It's her cousin. It's her cousin. So she's got a little cousin on the team.
It's all in the family.
All in the family. And number 3, as we head to Fordham, Taylor Donaldson, the grad student from formerly of New Mexico State, but one of the best scorers in the conference. Number 6, Irene Murua. She'll be somebody to watch out for from Spain, a student from Detroit Mercy. Number 9, Anastasia Volokovic. She'll be another player to watch out for this team. As we got points right off the bat for Duquesne. And they didn't waste no time.
The opening tip, Kiaku gets the score right away.
They didn't waste no time.
Interesting I want to see too as well, because again, Coach Burt was nice enough to stop with us and talk to us before game. He acknowledged Duquesne's lack of size. So I want to see how Fordham can take advantage of that. But right now, it doesn't seem to be a problem.
Well, that'll be a problem because could be a problem because Fordham is one of the best second chance teams in the country, in the top 15. So offensive rebounds, they're a problem. And Megan McConnell.
McConnell makes her presence known.
And this is what they want, a really good start here for Duquesne. You want to be able to jump on this Fordham team early and give them problems.
For sure. Brown had the vision right there to just see McConnell slashing on the other side.
You know, in last tournament, McConnell didn't have her best tournament. And she struggled a little bit, but she played hard. They just weren't able to push it further. I feel like she's on a mission. You know, this is when you're a senior, grad student, whatever, when you're in that level, those 2 levels, you're going to play tough.
When you know it's your last time out, possibly at any moment's notice this late in the season, you're going to fight like a dog to make sure it's not your last time out in a sense.
Exactly.
And McConnell has shown that. And even with her having an off tournament last year, I still would say she definitely was in the mix for Tournament Player of the Year.
She was. And so that'll be something to watch out for today. Can she crank it up a little bit for this Duquesne team?
I don't know how you can crank it up when she plays as intense as she does already.
She's already amazing. Davis will get it in. The 3-point opportunity, no good. McConnell battling there with Nelson, who's also one of the starters for Fordham.
It's insane how you have such a good player all around.
And there's a rebound by Duquesne. Moura with the rebound. Irene Moura from Spain. The 6-foot forward with the rebound. Davis in a little trouble being guarded by McConnell. Moura in trouble. Kicks it out to Davis. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Ball is loose. A little kick ball action going on there. Fordham might get to keep this basketball.
I think they do. Possession arrow goes their way.
So right now, 5-0. Good start right now for the Dukes. As Davis will take the ball out. Also, Caleb Berry, the junior, in the game for Fordham. And Shea Harris, number 5, in the game for Fordham. Davis driving, floats it up, it's short. Rebound by Berry, gives it back to Davis near the elbow. There's a jumper and knocks it down. Baseline jumper for Moreira. Darrell with the jump shot to give Duquesne their first 2 points of the game. Oh, Kiyaku knocks down the jumper, 7-2. And straight down the court comes Taylor Donaldson off the glass.
Ooh, hard play. But they get the rebound and second chance. Like you said, second chance points. Fordham is doing what they're doing best.
Muera with the 2 points, 7-4.
And like clockwork, 2 minutes in, we got 2 subs ready up for Duquesne. Just like Coach Burt said.
Yep, quick. Taylor Donaldson guarding Kiyaku. That should be a fun matchup. Taylor Donaldson rocking the face mask, Rip Hamilton vibes. I can't remember who wore the black one recently. I feel like it was LeBron when he got it. Kyrie wore the black one recently.
I hope he gets better too.
Yeah.
That torn ACL, I know how that feels personally.
That's a tough one right there. I mean, Kyrie has had such a great season for Dallas. Hate to see him go down that way.
As hard as it is to say someone's having a good season for Dallas and stay in there.
Right.
Ooh,
Davis.
Good hands.
Davis tried to slice that one to Donaldson, and that one hits off Donaldson's hand and goes out of bounds. It'll be Duquesne basketball.
Kiyaku's playing some hard defense there.
And Duquesne bringing in Mackenzie Blackford. She is now in the game, along with Faith Walker, the freshman from York, Pennsylvania, now in the game.
This is their first 3.
And Kiyaku with the rebound. 7-4 early here, 6 minutes and 37 seconds. Kiyaku inside looking for Brown. And we have a foul.
Brown seems to be looking outside every time she has the ball down low, keeping her eyes up for anyone cutting for the basket. Tried to get it down there to McConnell, looks like there for a second time.
Looking for the A-10 Defensive Player of the Year, Megan McConnell. Has the basketball. Driving along the baseline, kicks it out to Kiyaku on the wing. Kiyaku, 3 seconds on the shot clock, and
she draws a foul?
Oh, she drew a foul with 2 seconds left on the shot clock. Brown, pull up, knocks it down. Keandra Brown.
Surprise, surprise. Duquesne shooting the 3.
The Quebec native. And they are up 10-4. Nice start for the Dukes. Ooh, and the ball's taken away.
Go, Megan McConnell.
McConnell, the Defensive Player of the Year with the steal. 3-point opportunity for Walker.
Ooh.
And it's missing. Here comes Taylor Donaldson up the floor. Full speed, pulls up from the elbow. That one's short.
With a hard defense.
And so this is that, and that'll be another great matchup today between 2 great players, Donaldson and McConnell. So Donaldson and McConnell going at it early, Russ.
For sure. Donaldson's trying to make her mark on the game. She hasn't made a shot yet. McConnell already, 1 for 2 with that 3-pointer. She's got a steal already, so expect at least 3 or 4 more. But Blackford being in the game is someone to look out too. She's an impact freshman that has the future very bright for them.
So Camilla DePool is now in the game.
Kick out. Bang.
And a big-time shot by Gabby Hutcherson. She knocks down a 3 and an early lead for Duquesne, 13-4, 9-point lead. I was thinking ahead of time.
And 3s up and a steal by McConnell.
Knocks it away. This Duquesne team looks ready. McConnell for a 3. Ooh, she'd have knocked that one.
Rim. Blackford gets the rebound.
So now Blackford driving to the basket. Tried to float it up. Bounced off somebody and in for 2.
Yes.
Raimi Kuwaita.
They're making her presence known. She's on the outside. Keeping it going around. I like the way they're passing the ball right now for Duquesne.
I think if you're Fordham right now, you got to find a way to take your time and slow down this Duquesne team because they're on pace right now to really get things going.
If they had a chance to listen to our pregame interview with Coach Burt, they'd probably try and attack down low. Take advantage of Duquesne's lack of size. And Duquesne's doing the best they can with what they got because even with the lack of size, they are dominating outside.
This has been a fast and furious first couple of minutes of this contest. And, you know, Donaldson looks like she's kind of, struggling a little bit, but it looks like she's forcing things right now, Russ.
She is. She is 0 for 3 so far right now. Hasn't made a shot. They're probably going to give her a break here real quick, and they're in this timeout. But there seem to be, I don't know, it just seems off. They seem to be rushing a little bit. They're shooting under 30% with the shots they got so far. Duquesne right now is shooting 60% with what they have, so they're making the shots they have count. And Fordham they seem off right now. But yeah. I don't doubt Coach Wilson to try and get them back in this game.
Yeah, I don't think they're obviously out of it right now, but Duquesne getting off to a phenomenal start here. We're at our media timeout. We'll be back here in just a minute on the Legacy Maker Sports Network to bring you more of the action. Duquesne currently up 15-4 over Fordham. Bernard's Towing. If you find yourself in a jam and need help getting your vehicle out of a tough situation, Bernard's Towing is there to help you get your car where it needs to be. Remember, call us once and be hooked. Contact us at 804-380-2774 or at 804-495-5111. Today's broadcast is being brought to you by Crossroads Community Services Board. Crossroads is having their Children's Mental Health Awareness Day, Saturday, May the 3rd, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Tom Scott Park in Amelia, Virginia. That's 16441 Five Forks Road, Amelia, Virginia, 23002. This will be a day filled with free family fun, bouncy houses, face painting, popcorn, and games, plus resources for parents and much, much more. Food vendors will also be available, and the first 150 guests will receive a free meal. So make sure you come out and support the Children's Mental Health Awareness Day from Crossroads Community Services Board. Crossroads Community Services Board is one of 39 Virginia Community Services Boards. Crossroads offers community resources for mental health, developmental disability services, substance use disorder counseling, drug prevention programs, family therapists, and much more. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here. 4:42 left here in the first quarter, and an early lead for Duquesne. They're up 15-4. But one of the biggest numbers right now, Russ, 8-0 run for Duquesne here in the last minute and 38. But three turnovers here in the last couple of minutes for Fordham.
Yeah, very not conducive to winning with that many turnovers early in this game.
Davis tried to float it up there. And a rebound by Hutcherson.
I don't know, Hutcherson may be the one big that they have, but she's making her presence known down low on both sides. Ooh,
Megan McConnell.
Flash into the basket. And disgustingly good.
It was smooth. 17-4 for Duquesne. Now, Fordham is the only team in the A-10 that was able to defeat Richmond in conference play this year. DePool for three. That is off. McConnell with a rebound. So, you know, Richmond is out here scouting both teams today.
Yeah, coach himself a couple seats down from us at this moment.
Couple dribbles there by Walker. Will give it off to McConnell, who drives inside. Will pop it out to Hutcherson for three. Count it! Duquesne is on fire.
She shot the bow and arrow.
I know they like to say it, but are they burning the ships?
They definitely are now. There's no going back from this. They're putting it all out today.
So 20-4 here in the first 3 minutes and 30 seconds. And the Fordham Rams are in trouble, down by 16 early. Leroy will kick it out to Davis for three. That one's off the right side. And a rebound there by Harris. That baseline jumper, no good. Walker with the rebound. McConnell has control.
See what they're trying to set up here.
McConnell drives towards the baseline. being guarded heavily by Davis. Over to Walker, who drives in the lane, and it's blocked by Nelson.
Good defense.
Rose Nelson rose up to block that one.
She really did. That was good defense because it was a good hesitation shot, and she drove in, but she stayed with her clean, kept her hands up, and got the block.
Russ, if you're Coach Mitchell right now, you see your team down by 16, and it's been a rough start. What are you telling your players right now?
You got to stay with it. You got to stay with the ship, stay the course. You know, you can't give up, especially this early.
But how do you not? Hey, when you're knocking down threes. Angela Modic with the three.
And it's going to be hard. They have to believe in Coach Wilson in the start, and they have to believe when she said you got to stay true to the course.
There's a miss by Harris. Battling down low. There's Emma Wilson Santos. And Santos, I believe, was fouled there.
Yeah. Love the hustle, but at that point, you have almost every Duquesne defender on you. You got to kick it out. You got to kick that one out.
So the foul is on Keandra Brown, the senior. What a start. I mean, if you're Duquesne, you are shooting the ball extremely well.
This is the perfect start for Duquesne right now. They're shooting 50% from the three already. This is what they want.
And 64% from the floor. Extremely impressive so far as Fordham finally gets some points. Duquesne was on a 16-0 run. And they missed the second free throw.
She's 50% from the line, which is what her average is for the season.
23-5. Donaldson driving, will float it up, and another short shot by Donaldson. And DePool comes flying over here near the press area.
Turn over there.
It'll be Duquesne basketball as a 18-point lead. A 16-1 run here in the last 4 minutes. Brown for three. Oh, falling to the ground. Keandra Brown, 26-5, Duquesne.
This is almost like Iman Shumpert playing against Kobe in the garden. You just don't know what to do.
You just never know.
You just don't know what to do. They are hot right now.
I know it's early in this one, but man, if Duquesne is playing like this, they're going to be tough to stop in this tournament. DePool driving off the left side, and it's going to be Duquesne basketball. Foul on Wilson Santos.
Coach Wilson has her work cut out for her right now just to keep this team mentally in it. You're down 20 points before the end of the first quarter right now.
I'll be honest with you. I don't think nobody saw this start happening. I wouldn't have bet this much money. I thought we would get it, and it's still early. A tougher matchup, but this is such a rough start for Fordham.
But this is what Coach Bird wants, is the fast-paced offense that they got.
And it's worked like a charm so far.
They're taking their shots early, but they're making them.
Kiaku in the lane on the left side. Off the glass for two, 28-5. Try to get it inside to Wilson Santos. And she's battling Brown with the rebound up to McConnell. Now McConnell pushing the pace. Kiaku, crossover move inside. It's blocked by Nelson. Brown will get the rebound, but she falls out of bounds, and they're going to say it stays with Duquesne. And there was a couple of Fordham players in the area. Looked like from here it might have touched off for Brown, but they're going to say that it stays with Duquesne.
Coach Burt relaxed as always on the sideline. And how can you not be?
Yeah, but it's easy to be relaxed when you're up by 23. What an impressive first quarter.
This is the perfect game start for Duquesne, and it's just getting better.
Kiaku over to McConnell, over to Brown at the elbow. Brown, 5 seconds on the shot clock. McConnell driving, floats it up. Hits off the right side, rebound by Fordham.
Duquesne sprinting back down the floor.
Davis with a tough shot. And it goes off of Nadia Moore, the freshman guard from Washington, Pennsylvania.
21-1 over the last 5.5 minutes right now.
And it's truly impressive.
It is scary good. It's scary efficient.
Fordham
They are that good, dominant, and that efficient.
And Fordham hasn't scored in the last almost 7 minutes.
Almost a backcourt there, too.
Davis over to Nelson. Nelson driving to the basket. A tough shot by Nelson, and that won't go. Wilson Santos tried to get it, but then DePool, her shot is blocked. Man, what is going on here for the Rams? And that is a blocking foul.
Yep.
Yeah, and Brown got over there just a tad bit late.
She was inside the circle. She was inside the arch there. Yeah, that's gonna block a foul almost every time.
Oh man, she tried to get over there.
She tried, but this Duquesne team is something right now.
Right off the bat, this has been pure magic.
This is scary.
13.
Whoever's next right now.
13 seconds. 10 seconds, Fordham with the basketball. Berry's gonna swing it to Davis on the wing. Crossover move. She looks inside to Berry. Berry able to end the drought, and she does. It had been 7 minutes since Fordham had scored, but right at the end of the half, as the time expires, Berry's able to put one in for 2.
Well, this ain't the half. This is the quarter. 28-7 on the quarter.
Feels like the half. Feels like the half. At the end of the first quarter, 28-7. Russ, you've seen what I've seen here in the last couple of minutes. What are your takeaways so far in this first quarter?
I am extremely impressed by Coach Burton, this new offense. Because he told us before the game, they're going to hustle, they're going to run down. There's subs every 2 minutes, keep everyone fresh, but they are running up and down the court, sprinting back and forth on defense and offense. He's like, how could you not? How could you not have subs every 2 minutes doing that? But, like, how efficient they are is extremely impressive right now.
You know, we talked about them shooting threes and how shooting the 3 ball hurt them in the last one. It is not hurting them this time around.
It's not. And he admitted that they shot 34 threes the last the 2 times they played. And they were just, they weren't having a good percentage. They weren't as efficient as they were before. But like, they are coming out hot out the gate right now, to where they don't have to worry too much about making every shot, because they're shutting down Fordham on the other side too as well. They're keeping Davidson out of this game. We don't even know if she's here right now, but how active she is right now.
It's been a very impressive start for the Duquesne Dukes. They're up 28-7, 28-7 here at the end of the first quarter. We'll be back in just a second. The winner of this one will take on Richmond tomorrow at 11 a.m. Legacy Financial Wellness with Rita Stewart. Let Rita help you safeguard your family's future while you focus on living your best life. Discover the peace of mind that comes with having the right financial plan in place. Rita Stewart is a dedicated and experienced financial professional ready to guide you on your financial journey. Her expertise lies in helping clients create a robust and enduring financial foundation to build on into the future. So you can reach out to Rita Stewart by phone at 804-677-7555, on Instagram at Money Matters and T, on the World Wide Web at LegacyFinancialWellness.com, on Facebook at Legacy Financial Wellness, or at her personal email at rita.stewart@5ringsfinancial.com. Legendary Culture Films, one of the hottest and upcoming movie production companies, would like to let you know about a couple movies that they have out currently, and one of them on the way. First, the movie Black Sheep, currently airing on Tubi, is about a young hustler trying to make the transition from the streets, becomes an outcast and the target, and it turns into war in the city. It is a great movie. If you want to catch it, it's on Tubi right now. Another great movie that's coming to Tubi soon, Legend Has It. It's about a young warlock seeking revenge on his mother's killers, an action-packed thriller that will have you out of your seats. Legend Has It is coming soon from Legendary Culture Films. And a new movie in development, Boys in the Woods. That should be a very interesting one coming from Legendary Culture Films. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Second quarter underway. Duquesne is up. They're up big. 21-point lead as we enter this second quarter. No one saw this one coming.
Yeah, I'm looking at the stat sheet for that first quarter. It was shocking. Fordham can get 10 offensive rebounds, but they can't score 10 points.
It's crazy. Here comes a spin move and a floater that will not go. Volovic was trying to put it in from Ontario, Canada.
I think the biggest question right now is where is Donaldson?
Muror. Excuse me, Mara with the shot. And that gives Fordham 9 points here, 28-9.
Fordham's got to be, again, they got to be asking themselves, where is Taylor Donaldson? Because she has not been here today. I don't know if she's just checked out, but she's just not she's not here.
Nadia Moore knocks down the elbow jumper to make it a 39 game.
This is
not 39, y'all, 32-9.
Yeah, 3-0.
Just make sure I want to clarify that one. The Dukes are up, and it has been tough. Moore gives it over to Davis. Donaldson still trying to get going. And Volovic. So Volovic knocks down the three, and a nice little start here for Fordham to try to get things going a little bit.
This is better. This is better.
It's so hard to climb out of a hole like this. Not saying that it can't happen, but this is going to be a tough task. Kiaku being guarded by Donaldson, giving it over to Moore. Moore tried to kick it out. Ooh, and Davis came flying over there. But it will stay with Fordham. Also in the game for Duquesne is Rena Green, the sophomore from Lauderdale, Florida, making an appearance. Well, she had made an appearance. Now she's back off the floor. Hutchison back in the game along with Walker.
Now, watch for Hutchison on Duquesne, because despite the lack of size, she makes her presence known. She's a threat for sure.
And shot clock violation on the floor right now for Duquesne. You have Hutchison, Blackford, Kiaku, McConnell, and Walker. For Fordham, you have Berry, Donaldson, Mara, Volovic, and you also have Davis. Volovic over to Davis. Inside to Berry. Berry being guarded heavily by Walker. Mara at the top. Hands off to Davis. Near the A-10 logo on the free throw line. The floater off the glass. Misses on the left. And McConnell gets bumped, and she grabs her nose immediately.
She's tough. She ain't going nowhere. This means too much for her.
Everybody knows if you're a senior or a graduate student, this could be it. For some, in this tournament, if it could be it. You got to give it your all. And, you know, this Fordham team only has 3 players that they could be losing after this season. So things on up and up there for Fordham.
McConnell looks like she got blocked down low.
So Shea Harris will return for Fordham. McConnell is not afraid of contact.
Oh, God, no. Learned that last year's tournament.
Yeah, she hit the floor quite a bit in that tournament last year.
She did. And she still finished it.
That's true. 30-12. Harris drives towards the elbow here on the left side. Berry's jumper is no good. And it's taken by Kiaku.
Ooh, she's going fast.
All the way, Kiaku with the right. Couldn't get it to go. Berry lost control of it. Is that going to stay with Duquesne?
I think that's staying in Dukes.
There was a little hesitation at first, like they were going to give it to Fordham, but it will be Duquesne basketball as Hutchison will take the ball out. Inside to McConnell. Oh, and once again, McConnell is on the floor after getting tagged going towards the basket. A lot of contact. But like you just said, she as tough as they come.
She's tough as nails. She's not going anywhere. And if she somehow does come out the game, which I don't think she has yet this game so far.
No.
They have to deal with Kyaku, who is running up and down the field like the court, like Barry Allen, the flat.
So McConnell heading to the free throw line here with the Duquesne Dukes up 30-12. McConnell on the season is a 63% free throw shooter as she knocks down that first one. She averages 18.8 points per game, shoots 48% from the field, averaging 7 rebounds and 5 assists.
Don't forget those 4 steals. Those 4 steals. Key.
Those 4 steals a game would make her the defensive player of the year in the A-10.
Leading the conference and second in the nation.
Truly impressive.
An all-around superstar. She scores, she rebounds, she defends. Insane.
The jumper by Harris on the baseline, no good. They try. Donaldson
nice
tried to put it back. Kyaku
there
rebound.
Goes the flash. There goes the flash.
Pull up for Kyaku, knocks it down. 34-12. It's 1-2-3 out there, sir. Davis at the top of the key. 6 minutes and 20 seconds left here in this first half. And like we said, it has been all Duquesne. Donaldson for 3. That one hits off the left side. A rebound by Mora. Mora trying to get some points here for Fordham, and she misses. Great defense by Hutcherson.
Hutcherson is a beast down low.
McConnell to Kyaku for 3. Got it!
Wow.
Duquesne is on fire.
This is not the same Duquesne team from last year.
This is scary.
This
is scary. You know, we talked about yesterday teams that we know there's always a team that's a lower seed in the A-10 that makes a run. There's always a team. There's a foul on the play. The first year that we did this tournament, the championship game was St. Joe's and George Washington, the 6th seed and the 8th seed, going for a right to go into the championship. Then they had a couple years of teams that are in the mix, but there's always a lower seed that makes a run. This Duquesne team is starting to look like a team that could make a run.
They really could. And the fact that they're going to get tested right away. Because if they get past this team right now, Fordham, they go against who should possibly be nationally ranked Richmond right now, who is already probably going to be the one guarantee so far in the A-10 in the tournament. Could be the only one, depending on if they run the table.
So we'll see how that all plays out. But Duquesne right now up 25. Donaldson's jumper, and it will not go. Mara and she gets it.
Credit to both teams, though, wearing some really nice pink and Adidas on the floor, though.
Yes.
The shoe game has been on point through these first 2 days.
So we will see Mirror head to the free throw line here. And the grad student knocks it down to complete the and one. McConnell, and now Fordham is cranking up the pressure. McConnell being guarded by Donaldson. 2 of the best in the A-10 going at it. McConnell with the right hand off the glass for 2.
The right hand on the left side.
Yeah, which is difficult. It's very difficult.
Not hard. That means it's not easy, sorry.
At the angle that she was driving to the basket. 39-15. And now Davis will try to float one up there. That one hits the back of the rim and it hits the front. Now another opportunity. She'll get that one to go.
Yep.
39-17. 4 minutes and 43 seconds left here in the first half. Even though I tried to send y'all to the end of the first half after the first quarter.
Oh, she ripped that rebound out. Nice.
And rebound. Somebody's hurt. And is that Donaldson? Donaldson is in pain.
Ow. That was a very physical rebound there. I'm not surprised. That's just unfortunate.
She is holding her nose, and we know she has a face mask on. And she is in pain, but a big 3 by Duquesne right before the injury. And they're checking in on her, and she took a shot. She took a real shot on that play.
It was a very physical because it looked like she had the rebound, but then it just out of nowhere, Duquesne just ripped it right out of her hands.
And they're still checking on her. And you got to understand, I mean, you got that face mask on, you got it on for a reason.
Yeah.
It's not by design. I don't know. Rick may have done it a couple times by design just for fun because by that time that was his, brand. But she seems to be okay, but they are still checking on her. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we will be back here in a second on the Legacy Makers Sports Network. But at the media timeout, Duquesne's up 42-17 over Fordham here in this second round matchup. Bernard's Towing. If you find yourself in a jam and need help getting your vehicle out of a tough situation, Bernard's Towing is there to help you get your car where you need it to be. Remember, call us once and be hooked. You can contact Bernard's Towing at 804-380-2774 or at 804-495-5111. Dream Clean LLC with Darrell Jones. They do commercial, residential, move-in/move out, post-construction, and organizational services. You can reach us at 804-933-5314. And remember, you can get a Dream Clean with the Dream Team. Dream Clean LLC. Big Jack's Cooking with Orlon Big Jack Jackson. They specialize in Southern comfort food. Orlon told us one time in a broadcast, if it's comfortable, they'll cook it. So if you're looking for amazing Southern comfort food, reach out to Big Jack's Cooking at 8830 Otterburn Road, Amelia, Virginia, 23002, or by phone at 804-405-0330. You can also email Big Jack at bigjackscooking@gmail.com. Last but not least, Quality Exterior Services, LLC. Our services: lawn maintenance, gutter cleaning, pressure washing, flower bed maintenance, yard cleanup, and much more. We are licensed and insured commercially and residential. About us, services also include basic gardening tasks such as planting perennials, annuals, shrubs, and trees, lawn and garden maintenance services such as mowing, trimming, and pruning. We service the areas of Amelia, Blackstone, Chesterfield, Farmville, and all of the surrounding counties. So you can reach us at 804-591-6027. And remember, at Quality Exterior Services, LLC, your yard is our priority. We are back from the media timeout. 42-17.
I got to say, I looked over to the left, and I saw the look on Coach Roussel's face. He's taking this serious.
Yeah, the way they're playing right now, you have to. There's only one team that I've seen play this well this season, and that's Richmond.
Yeah.
42-17. Davis lost control of it, and she lost control of it. I think the ball hit Hutchinson in the face.
I might say, yeah.
What is going on?
I don't think that was a foul. She lost the control. It got thrown in her face.
Yeah. It hit her right in the nose, and then the ball just kind of got loose. It just looked bad.
Yeah, speaking of which, I hope Donaldson's okay, too.
They're checking in on her. And right now they have brought in Amaya Ferguson, the sophomore guard from St. Stephen, South Carolina. Went to Timberland High School in South Carolina. And McConnell, pesky.
Pesky, annoying defense, ain't it?
Nice shot by Mira. So Miro will get the points, 42-19. The three knocks it down. Gabby Hutcherson.
Jesus Christ.
What is going on in this one?
I don't know.
A 26-point lead.
Coach Burke just knows where to recruit.
Here's the thing. You always want to see a close game. But when you're seeing an impressive performance, when it's not a close game, it's almost okay, that's fine and dandy, but I'm just impressed by what I'm seeing so far.
Yeah, for sure. It's insanely impressive because not only, like, McConnell, of course, is the superstar. She's not even the one leading them in points right now. She's not the only one with 9 points. She has 9 points. Hutchinson just made her third three for 9 points. And Kiyako has 11 points herself. So this is definitely, a McConnell-led team, but the rest of the team is feeding off that energy.
Yeah, Modic has 6 points herself. And a traveling violation. And Mira's trying to plead her case, but to no avail, and Duquesne will take the basketball.
I mean, we wish Coach Burt good luck in the game today, but dang. This is a hell of a start.
Well, at this rate, we'll be having another conversation with him tomorrow morning. The way this is going.
Honestly, I hope we talk to Coach Burt whether he wins or loses because he's a gentleman and a scholar.
And right now, his Duquesne Dukes are up 45-19. 3 opportunity. Right there, just a little short there for Modic. 3 for Harris, knocks it down, a much-needed 3. There by Shea Harris. 45-22, 2 minutes and 35 seconds left here in this first half. Duquesne in full control. Modic. Over to Walker now. McConnell has it at the top of the key.
With Donaldson on.
So Donaldson,
iron sharpens iron.
Good to see Donaldson back in the game. A 3 by Modic, knocks it down. Then she takes a glaring look at the Fordham bench.
She had the hand in her face, did not care.
This one's personal. I think this one is personal for the Dukes.
Fordham said something mean on Twitter or something. I don't know.
That's what it feels like. I don't know who said something on social media, but it is being felt right now. Donaldson's 3, knocks it down. Taylor Donaldson. We had the best view in the house, Russ.
Right in front of us, the lefty stroke, good for 3.
48-25.
McConnell with a hard rip pass.
Here comes
almost
Fordham,
not ready.
pushing the pace. Mira, crossed up, shot to Harris. Harris's 3 doesn't go. Hutchinson with the rebound.
What's even crazier is that McConnell's not left the floor. McConnell's been playing the whole game so far.
And she looks nowhere near tired.
No, she doesn't. She's like a Terminator, Iron Man on there.
And Kuwaita's 3, no good. Jump shot, no good. Up the floor. Ferguson's layup attempt, no good. And a rebound by the Dukes. McConnell bringing it up the floor here with 1 minute and 9 left. And we have a timeout by Coach Burt.
Trying to get some subs in. I doubt one of them for McConnell.
Yeah, I don't think he's taking him out the game. I don't think he's taking. I think she would fuss at him if she took him out the game.
Yeah, you don't want to mess up that vibe. She is the spark plug of this team, and it's overwhelmingly evident how much her engine means to this team. And like someone like Kiyako too is feeding off of that because she was just, like I said, she ran up and down the floor like she was the Flash in the first quarter.
Now, let's talk about the game so far. That McConnell has had 9 points, 3 for 8 from the field. 0 for 3 from three-point line, but 3 for 3 from the free throw line. 3 defensive rebounds, along with 5 assists so far, and a steal on the day for Megan McConnell.
Yeah, they've had the lead the whole time. All 20 minutes, or 19 minutes, a little under 19 minutes right now.
They've owned the possession the entire time.
They have. What's insane, though, is that what's happening, what Coach Bird said is happening. They are undersized because they're almost at a 10 rebound disadvantage right now. But they're not letting that distract them or deflect them from doing what they want to do, which is run up and down the court.
They're shooting 60% from the field right now,
yeah,
which is truly impressive.
They're making the most of their shots that they have. They don't need the rebounds if they're making all the shots.
Yeah, you can rebound all you want as long as I'm making my shots. You can do all the rebounding you need.
Exactly.
And they haven't had to worry about too much. Now Walker driving, kicks out to McConnell for 3. And it rattles out. Nelson with the rebound. And Donaldson up the floor. Donaldson right now, only 3 points. She's 1 for 8 on the day.
Yeah, she's definitely not in her zone right now.
34 seconds. There's a kick over to Donaldson for 3. Count it.
Well,
Taylor Donaldson knocks it down. Much needed. Down by 20, though.
She's going to need a couple more than 3s there.
That's one person you do not want to get hot, though.
No, but at the same time, there's so many weapons that Duquesne has shown on this first half. It's just, McConnell, Kiaku, Hutcherson, Brown.
It's taken away.
There you go, Taylor.
And there it is, Taylor. Donaldson off the glass. She couldn't get it to go. And McConnell is there to get the rebound. And that's going to send us to the half with the score. Duquesne 48, Fordham 28. Russ, we have seen an extremely impressive first half here by the Duquesne Dukes.
Call it what it is. It's domination right now.
I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm not surprised. I'm not going to sit here and act like that I'm not surprised, because I am a little bit surprised. We saw what the first two games were like. Battles all the way to the end. 2-point victory in the first game, a 3-point victory in the second game for Fordham.
1 point.
1 point. So yeah,
1 point.
I mean, so you see two games where it was that close. And I fully expected to see the same thing here. But Duquesne said, nah, we got other plans. And they at one point went on a 16-0 run to help booster this 20-point lead.
They did, and it's insanely impressive. They just came out shooting lights out. Efficient, disturbingly annoying on defense, and just, I can't say enough about the efficiency. They were making the shots. They shot 60% almost in that first half right there.
Yeah.
58%, right up there with some of the best shooting that you could have in the nation. And just, they were playing their offense. They were up and down the court, like Coach Bird said, pressing on misses and makes regardless, and just running up and down the court and running right past Fordham the whole time.
Yeah, the only thing I can compare it to, and I said it earlier, the only team I've seen play this well in this conference this year has been Richmond. This is a Richmond-esque performance that I've seen throughout the year. Now, Duquesne looks absolutely phenomenal. And you know, Hutcherson right now, 9 points. McConnell has 9 points. Brown has 6. Modic has 9 points, 2 points for Moore, 2 points for Equator. And then
11
Kiaku.
points for Kiaku.
Yeah, Kiaku. What a day that she's having right now. 11 points, 5 for 7 from the field, 3 defensive rebounds, an assist on the day. She's playing well. And it's just hard if you're Fordham to try to stop a team that's playing this well. And you're in such a hole right now. But a good start there towards the end of that quarter, a 6-0 run for Fordham to kind of get momentum back. We saw Donaldson hit a 3. She got down to they probably could have scored another basket, but wasn't able to complete it. If you're going into halftime and you're Coach Mitchell, and you know, what are you telling your team right now as you get ready, you know, for the second half?
It's as simple as it sounds. It's not the easiest thing to do, but you just got to stay the course. You got to believe in what you're doing will work, and you got to execute. You got to be more efficient too, because they shot under 30% in that first half. They have to execute better. Their shots are not falling. Of course, Davidson just showing up there at the end of the first half was probably the worst thing that they probably imagined the way they start this game.
Right.
Because you definitely want her to come out and act like and play like you know she can play, scoring 17 points a game. And it's just, she did not make a shot until the end of that first half. That is the most shocking thing I can think of happening in that first half. But like, they just have to stay the course, and they have to be more efficient. The under 30% shooting, I can't state enough, is what's killing them right now.
Yeah.
They're not making those shots, and they have to find better shots to be able to make them.
I mean, and the opportunities have been there. They just haven't been able to capitalize. It's been a physical game so far, a tough game so far, and I think we're going to see more of that in the second half. But when you're Fordham and you're only shooting 28% so far, that's got to change if they want to be able to win this thing. And another interesting stat, points off of turnovers. 8 points off of turnovers so far for Duquesne, 0 for Fordham.
Yeah, I'd even look at the offensive rebounds. Duquesne has a 9 offensive rebound disadvantage, but yet they have a 20-point lead. They're not they don't have a stat for it, but I wish they would. They have a stat for points off of offensive rebounds, because I feel like it would show almost 0 for Fordham right now, because they haven't been able to put the ball back inside when they got the second chance points. It's it's just not like good basketball. I don't know how else to say it. It's just the efficiency cannot be understated. They are not shooting the ball well from the field. They are barely shooting over 35% for a three-point. They haven't had too many free throws, so I wouldn't say that's going to be effective right now when you miss one of the three that you've taken. But just they are affected by just how team-oriented and dominant this Duquesne team is right now. And obviously, this new system is working for them because they're running right past Fordham every time.
Yeah. It has been a very impressive first half for the Duquesne Dukes. They're up 48 to 28 over the Fordham Rams. We'll be back with the second half of action here in 10 minutes on the Legacy Maker Sports Network. Thank you all for tuning in. We'll be back in just a little while. Today's broadcast is being brought to you by Crossroads Community Services Board. Crossroads is having their Children's Mental Health Awareness Day, Saturday, May the 3rd, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Tom Scott Park in Amelia, Virginia. That's 16441 Five Forks Road, Amelia, Virginia, 23002. This will be a day filled with free family fun, bouncy houses, face painting, popcorn, and games, plus resources for parents and much, much more. Food vendors will also be available, and the first 150 guests will receive a free meal. So make sure you come out and support the Children's Mental Health Awareness Day from Crossroads Community Services Board. Crossroads Community Services Board is one of 39 Virginia Community Services Boards. Crossroads offers community resources for mental health, developmental disability services, substance use disorder counseling, drug prevention programs, family therapists, and much more. Crossroads services the counties of Amelia, Buckingham, Charlotte, Cumberland, Lunenburg, Nottoway, and Prince Edward counties in Virginia. If you would like to reach out to the administrative services, you can reach them by mail at 60 Bush River Drive, Farmville, Virginia, 23901, or by phone at 434-392-3187. They're open Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Also, their national line is 866-307-0370. Any emergency services 24/7 is 800-548-1688. And if you need to reach out to the National Suicide Crisis Line, just dial pound 988. Legacy Financial Wellness with Rita Stewart. Let Rita help you safeguard your family's future while you focus on living your best life. Discover the peace of mind that comes with having the right financial plan in place. Rita Stewart is a dedicated and experienced financial professional ready to guide you on your financial journey. Her expertise lies in helping clients create a robust and enduring financial foundation to build on into the future. So you can reach out to Rita Stewart by phone at 804-677-7555, on Instagram at Money Matters NT, on the World Wide Web at LegacyFinancialWellness.com, on Facebook at Legacy Financial Wellness, or at her personal email at rita.stewart@5ringsfinancial.com. Legendary Culture Films, one of the hottest and upcoming movie production companies, would like to let you know about a couple movies that they have out currently, and one of them on the way. First, the movie Black Sheep, currently airing on Tubi, is about a young hustler trying to make the transition from the streets, becomes an outcast and the target, and it turns into war in the city. It is a great movie. If you want to catch it, it's on Tubi right now. Another great movie that's coming to Tubi soon, Legend Has It. It's about a young warlock seeking revenge on his mother's killers, an action-packed thriller that will have you out of your seats. Legend Has It is coming soon from Legendary Culture Films. And a new movie in development, Boys in the Woods. That should be a very interesting one coming from Legendary Culture Films. Bernard's Towing. If you find yourself in a jam and need help getting your vehicle out of a tough situation, Bernard's Towing is there to help you get your car where you need it to be. Remember, call us once and be hooked. You can contact Bernard's Towing at 804-380-2774 or at 804-495-5111. Dream Clean LLC with De'Ara Jones. They do commercial, residential, move-in/move out, post-construction, and organizational services. You can reach us at 804-933-5314. And remember, you can get a Dream Clean with the Dream Team. Dream Clean LLC. Big Jack's Cooking with Orlon Big Jack Jackson. They specialize in Southern comfort food. Orlon told us one time in a broadcast, if it's comfortable, they'll cook it. So if you're looking for amazing Southern comfort food, reach out to Big Jack's Cooking at 8830 Otterburn Road, Amelia, Virginia, 23002, or by phone at 804-405-0330. You can also email Big Jack at bigjackscooking@gmail.com. Last but not least, Quality Exterior Services, LLC. Our services: lawn maintenance, gutter cleaning, pressure washing, flower bed maintenance, yard cleanup, and much more. We are licensed and insured commercially and residential. About us, services also include basic gardening tasks such as planting perennials, annuals, shrubs, and trees, lawn and garden maintenance services such as mowing, trimming, and pruning. We service the areas of Amelia, Blackstone, Chesterfield, Farmville, and all of the surrounding counties. So you can reach us at 804-591-6027. And remember, at Quality Exterior Services, LLC, your yard is our priority. And while you're surfing the web, why don't you head on over to the Legacy Maker Sports Network's social media pages and website. You can reach our website at www.legacymakersports.com. You can reach us on our Facebook page at Legacy Maker Sports Network, on Twitter at Legacy Maker SPN. We also know that is X. And on Instagram at Legacy Maker Sports, YouTube at Legacy Maker Sports, LinkedIn at Legacy Maker Sports Network, and on TikTok at Legacy Maker Sports. So go out there, give us a like and a subscribe, and follow us on our social media pages. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are back for the second half of action here. And look, it has been a tough outing so far for the Fordham Rams, but we still have 20 minutes of basketball left in this one, and that's plenty of time in basketball years, Russ.
It is. But with the way that Duquesne is playing, those 20 minutes are going to go by quick, and I don't know if there's going to be any more reaching.
So this is going to sound, it may not sound crazy, but I think ideally if you're Fordham, you want to go on like a 10-0 run right off the bat. If you can get that and just cut it down to 10. If you can cut it down to 10, or if not even a 10-0 run, but if you can cut it down to 10 before the fourth quarter, your chances to me will really increase a lot more because it gets a little bit more difficult. Sometimes the shots you make in the first half don't click in the second half. So if you're Fordham, you got to get it within 10 before the fourth quarter.
I mean, they have to stop Duquesne from making all these shots.
They crank up the pressure, as you can see, right off the bat here in the third quarter. Kiaku over to Brown. Brown banging with Nelson and a charging foul.
Okay.
And Brown doesn't like the call at all. Doesn't like the call at all. But it will be Fordham Baz, and Coach Burke doesn't like the call at all as well. So on the floor for Duquesne, we got Walker, Hutcherson, McConnell, Modic, and we also have Kiaku.
I don't blame him for not liking the call. That's their third foul right there at the beginning of the second half.
Right off the bat. For Fordham, you've got Davis, Mara, along with Vulovic, and then you also have Nelson and Donaldson on the floor. So 48-28, no point scored so far here in the third. Donaldson misses the opportunity on the jumper, and it will go to Duquesne. 9 minutes, 21 seconds left here in this third quarter. We're early in. Fordham has to find a way to get the offense cranking up and the defense making some big stops. Hutcherson shoots the three, and it's missed. Rebound Donaldson. Donaldson over to Davis. Davis from the wing. Swing it to Nelson at the top of the key. Hands it off. Vulovic. Back to Donaldson. Now Nelson driving towards the basket on the left side to Vulovic for three. Three's no good. Rebound Walker. McConnell founds Walker. Oh, and great effort by Nelson to prevent Walker's layup.
No easy shots there.
48-28.
McConnell's definitely trying to push it, though. Oh, Davis is
Donaldson.
almost unaware of the pass.
She didn't even see it. It bounced off her shoulder twice. Davis three, no good. Nelson trying to reach around Walker for that rebound, couldn't get it. And now McConnell brings it up the floor. Looking over to Hutcherson with the baseline jumper. That goes over the rim. And both teams struggling early.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you get that momentum and you got to go sit in the back for a little while. Sometimes that can take you off your game.
I mean, Duquesne finished on a downtrend a little bit in that last half. So they're still trying to find a little bit of a streak. But Fordham definitely wants to try and take advantage of Duquesne's downstroke and go on the uprise themselves.
Yeah, I mean, that is definitely something that they're going to have to try to push here in this third quarter. As Davis will bring it up the floor, being guarded by McConnell.
You need all the help you can get to try and get over a 20-point deficit.
Davis, tons of space there. McConnell's giving a lot of room there for Davis.
Daring her to shoot the shot.
Donaldson driving and a charging foul. And I hope it's okay. I think, is that Kiaku? No, that was Green, who is now in the game for Duquesne. She got ran over by Donaldson, and a charging foul was called. It's a great job there by Green. And she may have stuck her chest out a little bit to initiate the contact, but she kept her feet steady.
As long as you keep your base set, I think it's still a good call.
48-28, 7 minutes and 42 seconds so far. We are scoreless in the third. Blackford had the basketball and she lost it.
Suffocating defense, but McConnell steals it back.
The defensive player of the year.
Oh, and one.
And that's
Ooh, watch out.
She pump faked the ball. The ball goes in the air, and it hits her right back on top of the head. It never touched the rim, but I believe she's going to head to the free throw line.
Looked like she almost pump faked Davis into taking off like at 7:47.
And McConnell goes to check on Davis to make sure she was okay.
Is that her second steal of the game so far from McConnell?
And McConnell has been very active in this one. McConnell now heading to the free throw line. She's 3 for 3 on the day. She's got those 2 steals, and she misses the first one. 63 points, the 63% free throw shooter on the season. And she makes the second. The first points of this third quarter go to Duquesne. Davis, little crossover move there on McConnell, but McConnell stays in place. Mirror driving along the baseline with the reverse, and it hits off the back of the rim. Rebound McConnell. McConnell's got
pass up court.
Blackford up the floor. Great pass
Nice
to Kiyako for 2.
Good awareness by the freshman to notice the teammate coming down the other side of the wing.
Great awareness.
McConnell had the downward pass just going all the way across court. The awareness of that pass. But to notice their defense, they are daring Davis to take a shot every time she has the ball. A steal by McConnell.
McConnell all the way. She's got travel.
Double dribble, travel.
Yeah, she slid just a little bit.
Saw that for coming in the second, yeah.
She wanted to argue, but then when she realized she was wrong, she let it go. She was like, you know what? You're right.
As I was saying, though, like they are daring Davis on Fordham to try and shoot the ball anytime she has the point on the key. And it's just they're aware that they're trying to set up a play behind them. And McConnell, most of the time, who's been on Davis, has given her enough space to try and dare her to do something, but react to it. So they're definitely a little timid, at least as Davis goes, as far as on the offensive side for Fordham. So I'm looking to see how they're going to pick that up.
Misses. Opportunity buried with the jumper. That one hits off the front of the rim, and Hutcherson with the rebound.
Where does Coach Burt find a player who averages the numbers that she does and plays every minute of the game?
I don't know. That's some extremely good scouting. And
nice. What's the call?
Oh, they're going to say
defense. Barry,
defense. Coach Burke had to laugh. He had to giggle just a little bit as Nelson will come in for Barry for Fordham.
The question is, does it run in the family? Will the freshman McConnell be able to play every single minute next year?
that give it a couple of years before we give her the whole time.
I don't know. Her cousin's setting a hell of a precedent. She's playing every game, every minute.
Just a little bit of a precedent.
A little bit of a family legacy there, you know?
Hey, look, it's got to be very tough to follow in those footsteps, especially going to the same university.
Those pickup games on family vacations got to be intense.
Yeah, that trash talk has got to be real. I don't know.
Remember when you missed that shot against Fordham?
Yeah.
Because I do.
Man, I don't want to hear that.
It's amazing to watch, though, just because she's playing every minute of the game, and it doesn't look like she's tired at all. I don't think she's sweating.
She doesn't look winded.
No, she doesn't.
Whatsoever.
And she isn't one of those players that's playing because the coach wants her to play every minute. She's playing because she wants to play every minute.
Exactly.
And she wants to be involved in every single play, and every single offensive play, every single defensive play, every single loose ball play, every single aspect of the game. Megan McConnell wants to have a hand in it.
Just an amazing thing to watch.
Insanely athletic. Just insanely athletic. How they found a player like that. Coach Bird has got to be proud of that.
Well, you're right now still a tough go for Fordham because we're almost 4 minutes in and no points for Fordham. They have not been able to score here in the third quarter.
Yeah, and it's evident that they had a little bit of a minute or two cool off for both teams coming into the second half. And Duquesne is like, okay, we know what we're doing. And they went right back to business.
Yeah, it's been really tough. But we'll see if they're able to handle that here as we continue to go in the third quarter. But if the comeback is going to try to happen, it's going to have to start cranking up right about now. Because if not, it is going to be an extremely long ride back for Fordham. They're going to really be upset with themselves with the way they played today.
And they're going to have a lot to think about on the ride back to the Bronx.
So they're really going to have to dig deep if they want the opportunity to stay here and go for another day.
But then again, how much of a prize it is when you have to face Richmond next?
This is true. Now, Fordham is the only team that beat Richmond in the conference this year.
They ain't gonna beat them playing like this. No, they're not.
No,
and that's just a stone cold fact.
You can't play like this against a Richmond team and expect to win. You've got to play the way Duquesne's playing right now if you want to win against Richmond.
You really do. The way Duquesne is playing, like, granted, their defense is as good as their offense is right now, so they could probably give Maggie Dugan like a hell of a lot of trouble. And if they can get off like this around all the players that they have, that'd be a hell of a matchup.
Well, no matter what, whoever wins this game, we're gonna get a great matchup of superstars. Maggie Dugan, the Conference Player of the Year. What a stellar year she's had for Richmond.
One of only 3 players from the A-10 to be nominated to be on the preseason roster.
Knocks it down. Mackenzie Blackford, the freshman from Solon, Ohio. Never heard of that one. It's Solon, Ohio.
Been to Ohio a couple times. Never there.
I went to Ohio. Oh, the ball knocked away.
She just lost control of that one.
Harris able to get it back, then try to get it to Donaldson and throws it right into the oncoming hands of one of the best steal artists in college basketball.
Megan McConnell.
Blackford's three is no good. Harris is like, man, come on, man. Come on, man. 54-28. And you can't have a scoring drought like this when you're down by this much.
You really can't. Something's just not clicking for Fordham on their offense. But everything is clicking for Duquesne and their offense, defense, every aspect. It's crazy to see.
And so now we see Camilla DePool in the contest here for for Fordham. DePool over to Harris for 3. That 3 goes completely short, and it looks like
foul under the basket.
Yeah. Hutcherson and Nelson got tangled up down low, and both players were on the ground. I don't know how this kind of went down. You just see both of them kind of bumping, and then Nelson hit the ground first, and then Hutcherson just flipped on the ground right after her. Walker in a little trouble as Fordham cranks up the defense on the half-court defense here. DePool guarding McConnell. Kiaku from the key will swing it over to Walker, who drives towards the A-10 logo, then kicks it over to McConnell on the wing.
Ooh, good
driving
move.
Inside
good
is
move.
Megan McConnell.
Jesus Christ, she's too good sometimes.
McConnell with the points. And so far, Fordham still scoreless as we head to our media timeout with the score. Duquesne 56, Fordham 28. This is almost a 30-point lead for Duquesne. We'll be back in just a second here on the Legacy Maker Sports Network. Today's broadcast is being brought to you by Crossroads Community Services Board. Crossroads is having their Children's Mental Health Awareness Day, Saturday, May the 3rd, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Tom Scott Park in Amelia, Virginia. That's 16441 Five Forks Road, Amelia, Virginia, 23002. This will be a day filled with free family fun, bouncy houses, face painting, popcorn, and games, plus resources for parents and much, much more. Food vendors will also be available, and the first 150 guests will receive a free meal. So make sure you come out and support the Children's Mental Health Awareness Day from Crossroads Community Services Board. Crossroads Community Services Board is one of 39 Virginia community services boards. Crossroads offers community resources for mental health, developmental disability services, substance use disorder counseling, drug prevention programs, family therapists, and much more. Crossroads services the counties of Amelia, Buckingham, Charlotte, Cumberland, Lunenburg, Nottoway, and Prince Edward counties in Virginia. If you would like to reach out to the administrative services, you can reach them by mail at 60 Bush River Drive, Farmville, Virginia, 23901, or by phone at 434-392-3187. They're open Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Also, their national line is 866-307-0370. Any emergency services 24/7 is 800-548-1688. And if you need to reach out to the National Suicide Crisis Line, just dial pound 988. Legacy Financial Wealth.
Media timeout over. 4 minutes, 31 seconds left here in this third quarter. And an impressive performance by Duquesne continues, up by 28 points over the Fordham Rams, the number 8 seed Fordham Rams. And, you know, in these 9-8 matchups, you usually get a very competitive matchup because of how close they are and usually in record or whatnot. And also knowing that Fordham won the first 2 games. And Duquesne, as the famous Michael Jordan meme says, they took that personal.
They did.
Blackford for 3. Misses and a Donaldson rebound.
I mean, but when you look at that those 2 losses, like we keep saying, they were by a combined 3 points. So it's almost a toss-up there. And they lost them by some last-second shots. And Duquesne is playing like we don't know what you're talking about.
And Mirror knocks down the 3.
That's their first made field goal since 30 seconds left in the first quarter.
And it's hard to win games when you can't score.
30 seconds left in the second quarter. That 3 by Donaldson.
56-31. As McConnell has it at the top, being guarded by Mirror. Over to Brown. Brown looking. And that is McConnell, and Giles Jones has made her way into the game for Fordham.
Imagine how different this game could be, too, if Brown didn't have those 3 fouls already.
Right.
Brown showed her presence early, knocking down some good shots and playing some hard defense. And also some vision down low, too, as well, using what size that they have for Duquesne.
As McConnell will head to the free throw line and misses the first. And it's rare, like, you know, players that like be great at everything. And the one struggle that she does have, Miss Megan McConnell, is the free throw shooter.
Yeah, her Achilles heel. 63% on the season. It's just not what you expect from a player like that, but still, how much she gives you everywhere else.
You can deal with it. Yeah, you can kind of deal with it. 57-31, 26-point lead for the Dukes.
There's a lot of times where she has more steals in the game than she has made free throws, so I think I'm okay with that.
Yeah. The Pool driving inside on Walker, and they're able to get it off the glass for 2.
Good effort, nice play. Fordham is just playing a full court press now, not messing around anymore.
Now
jumping up like a velociraptor.
Kiaku driving inside, reverse his hands off the glass with the right hand for two.
Miss Kiaku is just, that is a dangerous second option behind how good McConnell is.
29-33.
I desperately want to ask Coach Russell how he's going to deal with a team like this if they advance.
And there's a miss there by Donaldson. And then 20 still a 26-point lead here. 2 minutes and 33 seconds left here in the third. Walker driving along the baseline. Will kick it to McConnell all alone for two.
The cut.
28-point lead. Duquesne 61-33, 2:10 left in the third.
The two-headed monster, McConnell and Kiaku, 15 points apiece now.
And now Duquesne. Defense continues to harass the Rams. Blackford for three. And Brown trying to get a tough rebound, but her and Donaldson get tangled up. And they're going to say the ball was off of Donaldson. It'll stay with Duquesne.
I'm impressed by Brown's play right now. She may not be, a leading scorer, but she is playing hard.
She is playing a really good game, and she had a very animated discussion with Coach Burt and one of the assistant coaches for Duquesne just a few minutes ago, and looked like a lot of good things came from that conversation.
I think there's something that I got to say. Ooh, snap. That was close. Someone almost got their glasses broken.
Man, look.
Ooh, almost a new computer being fault right there.
Man, I'd cry. You hear me? Tear up.
Oh, boy. I was going to say something, but then that happened.
Like tournament over, y'all.
So we got to go home early, y'all.
It's been a pleasure. They laughed at me yesterday because they kept saying, Darrell, you had your hands up each time. And I'm like, look, you got to protect the camera. The camera's right there, so I'm here each opportunity.
Got to protect the goods, man.
Hutchison swings it over to Kiaku, who I believe may have traveled, yes.
Yeah.
She tried to do the step back, and I think, she was out of bounds. Either out of bounds or she traveled.
She called a travel, yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I love Duquesne's coaching staff. I wish I knew their coaches' names off the top of my head, because there's always one, the older gentleman, and then there's a younger woman with braids. They always the way Coach Burt has that staff around him and the way they work, I think is just a beautifully oiled machine. Because he may not be the one yelling the commands and the plays and everything, but he's got control of the entire ship. He's got the people in places to make the right calls.
So you got Vanessa Abel, the associate head coach she went to Duquesne in 2013. Orella Anderson, assistant coach, Rick Bell, R.J. Bell, Frank Ferraro, and Olivia Stampo, who was a graduate assistant in her second season. So two of those players, former Duquesne players themselves. Rick Ferraro was on the 1975 Duquesne team.
I think it was Vanessa Abel, the one I was looking at, and Coach Rick Bell. Yeah, those two. The way that Coach Burt, like I said, that staff that he's surrounded, he's got insanely good coaching staff right there, and everything seems to be in a good place for him.
Well, I love the range of an experience, because you got coaches that, 1975 to 1993, 1988, and then some younger coaches with 21, 14, and 13,
you
the last couple
coaches
years.
that have been playing basketball as long as Fordham's actually been playing basketball themselves.
Touche.
That's how experienced Duquesne's staff is.
Oh, and a three knocked down by Modic. She's had a really good game. And Modic has 12 points. She's 4 for 5 today, all three-pointers.
And it's not to discredit Fordham's coaching staff, because Coach Wilson herself, who, if I remember correctly, is a Gatorade New Jersey Player of the Year.
Yes.
And a graduate of Duke, and a conference champion there, too, is Duke. And I want to say she was on some all-ACC teams there, too, as well.
She had a very great career as a Duke Blue Devil.
Yep. Coming over from Northeastern in her second year in Fordham here is just still getting used to things I see, in the A-10.
Yeah, and she's been coaching since about 2013. She has stops at Wagner, Siena, James Madison, and Pittsburgh, along with Northeastern as her first stop as a head coach before taking over at Fordham. So she has been coaching for quite a while as she still tries to get her feet wet here in Fordham.
Perry with the steal.
64-35 here with 16 seconds left.
In the third quarter.
In the third quarter.
Not the first.
Yeah, because it once again feels like it should be the fourth. That's how well Duquesne has played, and we've got a foul on the floor. Yeah, that one's going to be on Nadia Moore, the freshman from Washington, PA.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Whoa.
Have we seen Bigfoot? So McConnell's coming out the game.
And then there is McConnell taking a break. And here's the thing. She does not look tired.
No, she doesn't.
She doesn't look tired at all. She does not look tired.
I swear to God, we just saw Bigfoot with her coming out the game right now.
Extremely impressive. Three by Harris, and that one's going to go out of bounds.
Good catch by the cheerleader, though.
Yeah, great catch with both pom-poms in the hand. That's really impressive.
Stay in focus.
There's a deep pass. Intercepted. Donaldson got it. Right off the front. It looked good from here.
It did.
It looked really good from here.
That was online right there.
Boy. Well, that will send us to the fourth quarter, ladies and gentlemen, with the score. The Duquesne Dukes in complete control, up by 29, 64-35 over the Fordham Rams. And the Duquesne Dukes are just 10 minutes away from locking in the trip to the quarterfinals. Well, they could meet the Richmond Spiders if they can hold on tight here. We'll be back here on the Legacy Maker Sports Network with the fourth quarter in just a few minutes.
With Rita Stewart. Let Rita help you safeguard your family's future while you focus on living your best life. Discover the peace of mind that comes with having the right financial plan in place. Rita Stewart is a dedicated and experienced financial professional ready to guide you on your financial journey. Her expertise lies in helping clients create a robust and enduring financial foundation to build on into the future. So you can reach out to Rita Stewart by phone at 804-677-7555, on Instagram at Money Matters and T, on the World Wide Web at LegacyFinancialWellness.com, on Facebook at Legacy Financial Wellness, or at her personal email at rita.stewart@5ringsfinancial.com. Legendary Culture Films, one of the hottest and upcoming movie production companies, would like to let you know about a couple movies that they have out currently, and one of them on the way. First, the movie Black Sheep, currently airing on Tubi, is about a young hustler trying to make the transition from the streets, becomes an outcast and the target, and it turns into war in the city. It is a great movie. If you want to catch it, it's on Tubi right now. Another great movie that's coming to Tubi soon, Legend Has It. It's about a young warlock seeking revenge on his mother's killers, an action-packed thriller that will have you out of your seats. Legend Has It is coming soon from Legendary Culture Films. And a new movie in development, Boys in the Woods. That should be a very interesting one coming from Legendary Culture Films. Bernard's Towing. If you find yourself in a jam and need help getting your vehicle out of a tough situation, Bernard's Towing is there to help you get your car where you need it to be. Remember, call us once and be hooked. You can contact Bernard's Towing at 804-380-2774 or at 804-495-5111. Dream Clean LLC with De'Ara Jones. They do commercial, residential, move-in/move out, post-construction, and organizational services. You can reach us at 804-933-5314. And remember, you can get a Dream Clean with the Dream Team. Dream Clean LLC.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Fourth quarter action underway here from the Henrico Sports and Entertainment Center here in Henrico, Virginia. And we are excited to bring you this fourth quarter of action as we get ready to see if Duquesne can put this away, up by 29 over the Rams. And we've got a traveling violation.
I think that's like the third or fourth travel in the game overall, at least.
And there's 3 Rams in the conference of the Atlantic 10. VCU, the Fordham Rams, and then you have the Rhode Island Rams, which we will see next. And so this goes the way it's going. 2 Rams could be out before we get going well in the tournament.
I mean, shoot, what can a Ram do against the Spiders? That's the next question after this game.
That would be the question.
Or what can the Dukes do against the Spiders?
McConnell for 3. That one rattled out, rebound by Donaldson.
In and out.
And Harris knocks down the shot.
Pull up 3.
64-38. I was saying it right the first time. 64-38, 9 minutes, 3 seconds left here in the fourth. Modic over to Brown. Back to Modic.
Watch Kiyako coming around the back.
Modic, who's had a really quiet,
good hands,
sneaky good game. Hutcherson knocked away there by,
out of bounds. Saw that one coming. That was another close call there for the camera.
Really. Yeah, look, you saw my hands.
I saw.
Look, we're not playing around.
You about to go home to Chanel like, baby, I got a broken nose, but my camera's good.
Yep, facts. I'll take the broken nose as long as that camera's still working. We good.
Chanel gonna be like, what you doing?
So Volage was able to help them get the ball back, and now a Harris 3.
Trying to keep that streak going. Trying to get that good 3-stroke, but just missed that one. Duquesne ball.
(64-38), 8 minutes, 23 seconds, and here comes Kiyako. The crossover move. Kicks it out to McConnell for a deep 3. McConnell's 3 off the back of the rim. Rebound, Harris.
McConnell a little cold from 3 this game, you know?
Yeah, the fire that they had going on in that first half, it kind of cooled off a little bit here for the Dukes.
But that's a heck of a fire, though.
True that.
30-point lead almost right now.
And Mira's jump shot is no good, as it will stay with Fordham. And we got 3 Dukes coming into the contest. Walker, along with Coeda, and they also have Blackford coming in for the Dukes.
Not to mention that little 15-second sub out from McConnell. I'm not even going to count that. She's still playing the whole game, technically to me.
She took 4 breathers, and they said, back in there you go, my friend.
4 breathers and a sip of Gatorade. She's back on the court.
Oh, wait a minute.
Coach Burt.
Oh, they're just talking. She's not leaving. They're just talking.
Coach Burt doing what he's doing best, man. Setting the chess pieces into play.
So right now, 64-38, as Shea Harris will head to the free throw line here for for Fordham. And Harris will make the first one. Harris is a 68% free throw shooter, and she'll make them both.
I like that.
I thought you would.
I like that.
He likes the free ones. You got to make the free ones.
Got to make the free ones, especially down by this much. You need every point you can get.
24-point lead right now for Duquesne. And now we see the Rams with the full-court press, and Donaldson takes advantage with the steal and 2 points. And a timeout here by Duquesne, I believe. Yes, and Coach Burt wanted to talk to him. He said, all right, can't let nothing sneaky go on here. Coach Mitchell has her ladies in that full-court press here with 7:48 left in this fourth quarter. Well, y'all, we got a slew of games coming your way today. First matchup, obviously, what we're having right now with the Dukes, the number 9 seed, taking on the number 8 seed, Fordham Rams. In our first matchup, in the second matchup today, you're going to see the number 5 seed Rhode Island Rams take on the number 12 seed George Washington Revolutionaries. Now, the Revolutionaries had a really good game yesterday against Chicago, or Loyola Chicago. I keep flipping it, always flipping it. Loyola Chicago just never were able to get it going offensively, and we had a really great game from Michaela Andrews, the Neptune, New Jersey native, that helped push George Washington into this game at 1:30. So that should be a fun one. Then our 5 o'clock game will take a little bit of a break, and we'll see the number 7 team in the tournament, the UMass Minutewomen, which, sad to say, this is probably their last time in the A-10. And rumor has it they will be leaving the A-10 for other pastures, and that the College of Charleston may be the team to look out for to take their place. But so we may be losing UMass. That's a rumor, ladies and gentlemen. But they will be taking on St. Louis. Now, then that matchup, none other than the Team Kennedy for St. Louis, and Peyton Kennedy and Kennedy Calhoun leading the way to see if they can push St. Louis to another quarterfinal. And then in the last game, the 7:30 game, the number 6 team in the tournament, the Dayton Flyers, led by a young lady in Ivy. I had a whole moment, y'all.
Ivy Wolf.
Ivy Wolf, there you go. Ivy Wolf, one of the best shooters in this conference. You got to watch out. She can really just flat out score. So she will be leading that Flyers team up against the shocking LaSalle Explorers, who are able to get a last second, 0.2 seconds left on the clock victory over VCU.
That's Ashley Connor. Never going to forget that one.
It was crazy. The energy that you heard from the LaSalle fan base that was here told the story. They were pumped up about everything they saw last night.
They were definitely behind them. It was a home game for LaSalle almost at that point.
It really was. I mean, it was a good crowd last night for the 5 o'clock tip. We've had a solid crowd here today for this first matchup of the day, Fordham versus Duquesne. And Duquesne in complete control, up by 22, 7 minutes and 48 seconds. This is just day 2 of 5. A lot of basketball left to see. Modic get it out to McConnell, being guarded by Harris. Now McConnell driving towards the basket. Will kick it out to Kiaku. Kiaku now driving. Modic, her 3 will hit off the back of the rim, and a rebound.
She wasn't throwing the D-ball.
By Mira. I have to be on it. I told you, man. I got to make sure.
I'm kind of surprised I didn't react.
Hit you in the face and just fall back.
It would have been an honor.
Harris for 3, and it rattles out, but a rebound by Barry for 2. It's a 20-point game. And now they've cranking up the defense here, down by 20, trying to cause chaos here for the Dukes. Kiaku pulls it for 3. Her 3 misses, and a rebound by Mira. And now Fordham with a chance to maybe cut it to 18.
I feel like we've seen some crazier things than a 20-point comeback in 6 minutes.
Donaldson for 3. That one doesn't go, and a nice rebound by Hutcherson. Every possession for Fordham will be crucial the rest of the way.
Every shot.
Oh, Nelson somehow almost gave an assist there to McConnell. She tried to save the ball, went right into McConnell's hands, but then McConnell wasn't able to put the basket in. And it looks like McConnell will head back to the free throw line here. She's been to the line quite a bit today, Russ.
5 for 7 so far on the free throw line.
Not miserable. 15 points for her, 15 points for Kiaku. Hutcherson, we haven't seen her score since earlier in the contest. She had 9 on the day. Brown with 6. Modic has 12, all 3-pointers.
Well, Hutchinson's making her presence known on the rebound, on the glass. There's no doubt about that. She's got those 6 rebounds, all of them defensive, so she's shutting out any second chance points for Fordham.
McConnell has played 33 minutes.
Yeah, more like 34. That 15 seconds.
You might as well say 34. 6 minutes left in here. She's on pace to have a 39-minute performance here.
Again.
And we'll see Kiaku come out. And now Harris being guarded by Blackford. Driving inside, little dish pass there. And 2 points for Emma Wilson-Santos. 66-46. Brown being double teamed. And I think we may have a timeout call there by Brown, or maybe one of the coaches. So 66-46, Duquesne up by 20. Now Fordham has cut the lead a little bit. I mean, this was a 28-point lead. They've been able to cut it to at least 20, but like I said in the last half or last quarter, they needed to cut this within 10 to have a real shot.
Yep. Duquesne has been up by as much as 29 today. And that was just last quarter.
So yeah, they've only been able to cut it down 9 points, but they need a little bit more.
As many stops as you need just as many buckets to keep going. You got to trade stops for buckets at this point. They got to get it.
So 66-46. As McConnell looking to get the ball in, gets it into Brown, and we got a foul immediately. Now, it's gonna be a very interesting situation if they're gonna. They're not gonna do what I think they're gonna do here.
I don't think they're gonna do no hack and shack.
I say if they're gonna start fouling up until with 6 minutes left, it's a very interesting strategy. Let's see, maybe I'm just delusional. I've been delusional before. Oh, they're gonna do this. So I think the strategy here is they haven't shot the ball well from the free throw line overall. Maybe they put them on the line a lot and hope that they miss free throws. That's the only thing. I mean, they're 7 for 9 right now.
That's all McConnell.
Yeah, it is all McConnell. Kiaku driving all alone in a tough
Good
shot.
Play and one.
Journey Kiaku.
That girl got game.
Yes, she does.
That girl got game.
She was dangerous last year in this tournament. And once again, showing her talents as her and McConnell lead the way, 17 points apiece.
The connection that McConnell has with the team, the fact that she plays every minute of the game, I think helps. But just even like the celebration there, you can see how close they are with her, Kiaku, and even when Brown on a couple of those pick and rolls that they were running earlier, just the connection she has flowing throughout this whole team is amazing to see.
Kiaku knocks down the
18 points.
points.
Put some respect on her name.
Yeah, 18 points on the day.
On a season where she's averaging 12 and a half.
Oh, and a nice effort. Are they going to say a charging foul here? I saw the ref point in the direction, but we have a player down. Emma Wilson-Santos is on the ground and writhing in a little bit of pain. It looked like she might be holding her knee. Let's see if she's able to get anything on it. They're going to try to lift her up here. So it looks like, okay, she doesn't look like she's able to put too much pressure on it. And what a performance. What a performance by Duquesne. But she seems, it looks like they may have been able to get her off the court. They're checking on her. And there's some discussion here on what the call is. And they look like they may have called a charge, though.
I don't know. It's one of those quick bang-bang plays where if you're not looking, paying attention, you're not sure what's going to happen.
Right.
But either way, 23-point lead right now for Duquesne. This game is firmly in their hands right now. If they lose this game, it's because they gave it away. It's not to say that Fordham can't take it.
Right.
But at the same time, if they somehow lose a 23-point game, or 23-point lead with 5.5 minutes left,
yeah, they're going to have to do a lot of giving away.
that's a collapse of all time right there.
So while there's a lot of discussion going on here about what exactly happened or what the official call is going to be, but I'm not going to lie to you and tell you that I'm not intrigued to see where they go with this.
Well, possession arrow is going towards Fordham right now, so that's in their favor.
I would need to see a replay here. But yeah, here from the Henrico Sports and Event Center here in Henrico, Virginia, day 2 of our 5-day coverage of the Atlantic 10 Women's Tournament. Glad to be back with you all for another edition, the 2025 edition. The 2024 edition was a really fun time here at the tournament, and now we're here for round 2. Hoping to hear some good news by the end of the week, Russ, that they said we're going to tack on another 2 years. I need them to say that to make me happy.
I mean, shoot, we're here in Richmond. I think more good news would be saying VCU's still around.
That would probably be some really good news for
people in Richmond would love to hear that more than where the tournament's going to be around.
I don't know, man.
That's the next couple of years.
I'm good. I want to hear this here for the next couple of years.
I mean, that's always the hopes and dreams right there.
It's a very beautiful facility. It's done a really good job of hosting. The people have been really kind here in the center. And it's just been a really good experience in the 2 years that we've done it. And
it's crazy to see how all the construction and the parking lot still changed from last year, too.
Yes, it's definitely a different feel. It's like they're continuing to grow the arena. And now here's a decision. I think it's coming this way. No, wait a minute. Still some discussion.
Looks like he's pointing towards for Fordham ball.
So I guess all the explanations have been given. Well, they're still trying to figure this thing out. The band got tired of waiting, so let's play. Got dueling bands, a Fordham band playing on one end. What exactly is the call?
No clue. Oh, Duquesne ball, looks like. Or a free throw, too?
Are we getting a technical foul here?
Whoa.
It's a technical foul here. What in the world happened?
I wish we was on ESPN Plus. So
yeah, I mean, they may have given us a little bit of that information. Okay. So it looks like they counted the basket for Fordham, and then there was a foul away from the ball. And now Duquesne is taking advantage of that.
I think that puts him over the team foul threshold.
Right. So I think that's what happened there.
Yeah,
and Brown will knock down both free throws.
Both of them. Capital B, capital O, capital A, capital F. Both.
Both of them. Both. 71-48.
Uncle Shannon.
Barry with the jumper. Hits off the right side. Rebound by Brown. There's Kiyaku. Driving straight towards the basket. Stops in her tracks. Kicks it out to McConnell, who's standing near the A-10 championship logo in the middle of the floor.
Resetting the offense.
Kiyaku, baseline, jumper. That will be no good. And there's a battle between...
Ooh, good rebound. And
Nelson and...
Good rebound.
Looks like...
Loretta.
She was able to get it. It was a Kuwaita right there. Good job.
That was a good rebound. She got that rebound dribbled up between the defender's legs.
The battles have been real.
Oh, for sure.
71-48. And Kuwaita misses the first. Kuwaita, who is a 54% free throw shooter, misses the second.
Even when you're up by this much, try to make them free ones.
Yeah. Because you never know when you're going to need them. And Donaldson forces that one in for two. And Donaldson, you know, a player like Donaldson who's played so well over the years has been such a huge part of this Fordham team in the last couple of years. It's got to be a little disheartening. Got to feel a little rough, you know, tough for her, especially, you know, with all the effort she's put in here. And it's, you know, for 4 minutes left, looks like this could be her final game. 71-51, McConnell at the top of the key. Still in the game, by the way.
Yeah.
Still in the game, by the way.
Surprise, surprise.
Surprise, surprise. 71-51, McConnell swings it. Walker pump fakes, pulls up for the A-10 logo, knocks it down. Faith Walker from York, PA.
Fakes the three, pulls up from the two.
Donaldson with the deep three, and she knocks it down.
She's getting hot. She's trying to show her game.
19-point game. And there it is. You can tell they're telling them to burn the ship.
Ooh.
Brown for three. She misses. Rebound. Berry, but it bounces off her knee. And it will go to, should be Duquesne basketball here.
It should be, yeah. Crazy things have happened.
Into McConnell, being guarded by Nelson. 3 minutes and 50 seconds away for Duquesne punching the ticket into the quarters. Hutcherson. Modic three. Again,
nice.
Another three for Modic. Another great game for this young lady. What a performance. She's got 15.
The flash.
All the way through, and she got it. What? Journey has had a great game. Kyaku has continued to play extremely well.
That's a hell of a play right there.
Performance has been amazing. 20 points, 9 for 13. She shoots 70% from the free throw line as she will knock that one down to complete it. 21 points for Kyaku.
She's almost 10 points over her season average.
She played this way in the tournament last year. I am not surprised. Some people just turn it on when the pressure is up, and she's doing that right now.
Oh, snap.
And look who they've taken out of the game.
What?
It will not be a 39-minute night for Megan McConnell.
Countdown to 15 seconds.
79-54. 25-point lead for Duquesne. Donaldson tried to throw that one up there. And Mira was able to get it in for two there off the glass.
And get that out. Let's see, 15 seconds. What did I say?
So Mira.
What did I say? She's back already.
No, she's not. Yes, she
Yes,
is. They put her back in the game. You get that 15-second, hey, we need you to do this. Okay.
We'll take you out so you can get a sip of drink.
So that's 30 seconds, 30 seconds that she hasn't been in the game. And Mira will knock down the free throw. (79-57). Duquesne trying to take it out. Then Lollipops just went into the air, but somehow Walker able to retrieve it. Pass to Kyaku. What else can you expect? Oh, she misses that one. Mara with the rebound. Over to Harris. Harris taking it up the floor for the Rams, and
Kyaku coming from behind, trying to make something happen.
and we got a foul. So Kiaku gets called for the foul.
That's a fourth right there, too. But with how much of a lead they have, I think it's okay if you take her out.
Hutchison will be coming out here for Duquesne. They bring Brown back in. We will be having an interview with one of the Duquesne players, it seems, here in the next couple of minutes in the post game. Rattles out. And a rebound. Oh, pops it into the air. And 2 points. And Donaldson just won't give up. Still playing hard despite the situation that they're in right now. 79-59. 2 minutes and 15 seconds left here in the fourth. Another three. That one rattled out for Modic.
Brown trying to tip it out.
Modic, like, what you talking about, Willis? Vulovic. Looks like she'll be coming back into the game here for Fordham. As Kayla Berry will head to the free throw line. The 5'11" junior from Brooklyn, New York. And Berry will knock down the first. Berry, who shoots 76% from the free throw line, knocks down both. It's an 18-point game. Vulovic back in. And Donaldson with a steal. 16-point game.
Yeah.
2 minutes left.
She's still trying to show she got some game left in her for sure.
There's no quit in that young lady.
Not at all.
It's a 16-point game here, though, for Duquesne.
But is it too little, too late?
They needed this a quarter ago. McConnell now trying to hold out that time. Old school basketball. It's a little bit different than high school. High school, you could just hit them with the 5 corners. Kiaku driving and now pulls back to the top. 7 seconds, 6 seconds on the shot clock. Kiaku drives right back inside, and it's blocked by Nelson, and it will stay here.
Clean block.
2 seconds on the shot clock with 1:32. So here we go. Modic trying to get it in to someone. Gets it to McConnell, lets it go. And it's short. Donaldson with the rebound. Now Donaldson pressing up the floor. Swings it. And we've got a foul.
Foul by McConnell.
Vulovic will head to the free throw line. The young lady from Canada, Ontario, Canada. And her hometown's a very unique name. It looks like Mississippi, but with sausage at the end. It's like Mrs. Sausage. Mississauga, Ontario.
Oh, Mississauga.
Mississauga, oh, there you go.
Yes. I've heard of that.
I learned something new today. 79-63, but you can't miss the free throws. You missed them both. Modic, give it off to Kiaku. Kiaku over to McConnell. 1 minute left in this one. Kiaku off the glass, misses on the front. As Donaldson.
Almost another close call there, boss.
We don't play games. Donaldson got the ball, taking up the floor. Now Harris with the right hand off the glass. And a miss. McConnell on the floor. Up by 16 and battling with Vulovic. 37 seconds left. So it looks like we will see the number 9 seed Duquesne Dukes take on the number 1 seed Richmond Spiders tomorrow, and which should be, based off of what we've seen today, a very entertaining matchup at 11 o'clock in the morning.
That is going to be one to wake you up for sure. That is.
Now, this is what you don't want to see. It looks like McConnell might be in a little pain over here.
No, that's not good. That's not good.
She says she's okay, though. She's walking it off.
She's limping a little bit, but I'm not surprised if she's going to play it off.
Well, up next on the Legacy Makers Sports Network, our 1:30 contest, where we'll see the number 5 seed Rhode Island Rams take on the number 12 seed George Washington Revolutionaries. That's what I got out here. I really love. It's a long it's a long mascot name, but I do dig it. The Revolutionaries. They used to be the Colonials, and they said, you know what? It's outdated. We don't want to be the Colonials no more. We want to be the Revolutionaries, and that's where they are now. It's just a long name for a school, the George Washington Revolutionaries. I don't know if they have the longest name in the country, but it's got to be close.
It's one of them.
30 seconds left in this one. Barry with the baby hook, and there's some contact. Looks like that one might be on Nadia Moore with 26.8 seconds. And Barry will try to knock these two down, make it a 14-point game.
This is the second one.
Both free throws missed. And she's one of the better free throw shooters they have on the team, and she missed both. It's a tough goal for Fordham today.
Yeah.
Definitely not what I think they expected and how this one was going to go. But when you get off to a hot start like this Duquesne team did, it's almost impossible to come back from.
It really is. They came out firing and just did not take the foot off the gas.
Right.
And they just kept putting it out. They kept putting their shots down. They kept Fordham off the scoreboard, and they just found a way to just extend that lead to where, like, they haven't played the greatest in the second half, but they had such a dominant first half. They can live off of that. It's just been amazing to watch.
Yep, there has been a impressive performance.
Game recognized game, Granddad.
Yes, it does, and it's
Fordham was looking unfamiliar. In the first
looking
half.
pretty unfamiliar. And so now we sit here with a 16-point lead, 25 seconds left before we head to our next contest, which will start at 1:30. And it'll be number 2 on the day. (79-63). 25 seconds left, 25.6. (20 seconds left for Duquesne as they lock in their matchup. Harassment by the Fordham defense. All alone under the basket for 2. Couldn't get it to go.
Couldn't get the fall.
Kuwaita had a shot, and she's slow to get up.
It went down hard, unfortunately.
Now, for those who never played basketball, you know, you'd be like, you see it on TV, they be like, oh, they're baby, they're crying because they hit the floor. If you've never hit that hardwood floor, I don't want to ever hear anybody talk bad about somebody who hits the floor, because that floor is tough. I've taken a lot of bumps and bruises on that bad boy when I was younger.
That joint don't play.
Nope, unforgiving.
They call it hardwood for a reason.
(79-63). There's a shot, and it decided not to go in. What a performance
Oh. Cousin McConnell coming in.
So we'll see for the first time for us, seeing Kelly McConnell. North Allegheny. Also coming into the game for the first time, we see Fatu Sa coming into the game. So 6.8 seconds left before Fordham can lock in, unfortunately, a trip back to Brooklyn. And the Duquesne Dukes will punch a ticket to the quarterfinals. They will take on a very tough, extremely dangerous Richmond Spiders team. And next we will be so we're getting ready and getting prepped for our post-game interview, ladies and gentlemen, with one of our Duquesne players as they get the win here tonight, or today. I got to get used to that, right? So Duquesne gets the win. And we will have a play in just a second here. So thank you all for joining us. So Russ, a nice win coast to coast there for Duquesne.
Yeah, never in doubt.
Never a doubt.
Never in doubt.
Never in doubt.
Held as big of a 29-point lead. They went as long as a 16-0 run. It was just insane.
It looks like we're getting Megan McConnell.
Yes. Ms. McConnell, thank you for joining us here post-game.
Thanks for having me.
Not a problem. Congratulations on your win, especially for a player like you. How does this new offense work for you with Coach Burt in this first year? And he told us a little bit pregame, only Tennessee's really running the offense like you. So, of course, around here we don't get to see that as often. But the way you guys run it, it looks like it works like a jewel.
Yeah, I mean, we all bought in the summer back in June when we knew we were going to press for 40 minutes, and that was going to lead to our offense. And, you know, we've had some ups and downs, but today we looked really good.
Yeah, really good is an understatement. They were the only team to beat Richmond, for that matter, in conference play, who you play tomorrow morning. What do you look forward to in that matchup? Because there's a lot of factors in there. Defensive player of the conference, they had the player of the year, coach of the year. There's a lot at stake for both teams there.
Yeah, you know, Richmond's a really good team. They're very experienced, and I think we have nothing to lose. So we're just going to go out, we're going to play our hardest, and if we play like we did today, it's going to be a really good game. For sure, for sure. I have to ask you a personal question. How do you play almost every minute of the game? It looks like you never get tired. Top tier shape. I mean, that's, you know, in the summer, I just know I have to be in the best shape possible to help my team be in these positions, and that's what I mainly focus on. It's insanely impressive to watch, so we wish you good luck tomorrow. Thank you again for joining us. Thank you. Not a problem.
The amazing Megan McConnell, ladies and gentlemen, has done it again. We've seen her in action the last couple of years and what she's been able to bring to the table. And so now we see her in this.
Props to that Duquesne strength and conditioning off-season program.
Yeah, I mean, look, she gave a shout out to them. And here's the thing. I mean, we've seen this team really do some good stuff in this game. And the way they got out to such a great start was just incredibly impressive.
That first quarter was just beautiful basketball to watch. Like, Coach Burt told us what they wanted to do. with the new offense that he brought in this year. And McConnell said it there. They bought in back in the summer, and that's what you have to do. You have to buy into the new offense as soon as possible. And they went into the season with that, and they didn't have the best season that they probably wanted to. They probably wanted to be a little bit higher seeded in the tournament, but they came in today to show us what the potential of that offense can be, because they came out shooting lights out, and it was just beautiful offense, beautiful defense, running up and down the court the whole time.
Well, an amazing performance overall. They get a 79-63 victory over Fordham. And final stats here, Kiyaku, 21 points. McConnell had 17. Hutcherson with 9. Modic had 15, all three-pointers. 5 for 8 from the three-point line. Walker with 2. Blackford had 3. Kuwaita had 2. Brown had 8. Moore had 2. Just a great performance for Duquesne. On the Fordham side, started off a little slow, but she finished strong. Taylor Donaldson finishes her career at Fordham. 18 points on the day, 3 for 7 from three-point line, 7 for 21 overall with 8 rebounds. Mira had 19 points, 8 points from Harris, 4 points for DePool, 3 points from Vulovic, and then 3 points from Wilson and Santos. And it was just, and Barry had 6 points. So tough day for Fordham. Hate to see it go down this way, but Duquesne moves on. And we will see the Duquesne Dukes take on the Richmond Spiders tomorrow at 11 a.m. in that first quarterfinal matchup.
I can't wait. I really can't wait.
After
the way Duquesne played today, that's the early contender for a game in the tournament.
Yeah, so a great start for Duquesne. Well, we're going to get ourselves prepared for our next broadcast. The number 5 seed Rhode Island Rams take on the number 12 seed George Washington Revolutionaries next on the Legacy Maker Sports Network. So check and be on the lookout for the link, as it'll be posted here soon on our pages. Once again, I'm Darrell alongside Russ Taliaferro. We'll see you in just a few minutes.